spider jacket. Roll a bra from the club, I ain't surprised she ratchet. Ziploc baggies in the North Face, on the run ducking my court date. 20 racks in the heli hand, son. 20 rounds in the heavy handgun. Witnesses say that shooter was hella handsome. Hey, I'ma sell it to users. Rugers pointed at intruders. I'm the project's Lex Luger.
It's gonna be a demonstration.
I put that tool in your mouth just like a dentist patient. I put that tool to your head just like the barbershop.
Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might
as a brotherhood in the NFL.
There are a lot of different mathematical combinations and numerology that can go along with this ritual. This is mine, so I can help you see something a little bit smaller and simpler so you can build upon that, so you can see it for what it really is. I'm not going to confuse you. I'm going to give you the basics of what I see.
Welcome to the following presentation of the National Football League on NFL Network.
The game is postponed, but without a doubt, this has everything to do with who plays who in the top seed of the playoffs.
They're very tenuously. As you mentioned, the Pats will go to Buffalo next week. It's a Buffalo team that no matter what happens tomorrow night will still not have locked up the number one seed. They will be playing with the number one seed on the line. So Buffalo will be motivated. The Patriots will need to win that game. If they pull it out somehow, the Pats are in the playoffs. But that's why they only have a 38% chance, even though they're in the 7th spot. If the Pats lose to the Bills next week, then the Dolphins can still make the playoffs. All they would have to do is beat the New York Jets next week. Pats lost, Dolphins win, Dolphins are in. And if both the Pats and the Dolphins, with all those quarterback troubles, lose, it could open the door for the team you're going to see tonight, Pittsburgh. They moved to 15% with a win tonight. And if they beat Cleveland next week and get a little help, they're in.
We bring in the new year with 2023, which is 2-2-3. The first Monday Night Football game is Bills versus Bengals, which holds a numerology of 2-2-3. Reverse Francis Bacon, Bills versus Bengals, is 4-4-4. 4-4-4 also is equal to Masonic and Lucifer. Bills versus Bengals also carries an 88 numerology. 88 is the movement of the sun and the moon, characterized by the lion's portal gate, which you've seen or heard a lot of 8s in the past couple of months, which is also the infinity sign laid sideways. A lion is what? A beast. Another way of telling you that the beast system will be soon implemented.
That's not what any of us want to see, and everybody's around him, and just hope that he's going to be okay.
So we'll take another break.
Charles Hughes, born March, died on the 24th, was the first player to die of a heart attack on the field. Before Hamlin was even taken off the field in an ambulance, someone ran to Wikipedia to change his page, and then it was deleted or scrubbed when people found out. Hughes wore number 85. Hamlin tackled number 85. Hamlin, born March 24th. Hughes, born on the month of March, died on the 24th. Hughes died of a heart attack. The heart attack carries 36 numerology. Hamlin's birthday, March 24th. March is 3. 2 plus 4 is 6. You get 36. Demar Hamlin also has 203 numerology. The year, 2023. Demar equals 37. The score was 3-7. 3-7 also is 3 sevens, as in the Kabbalistic writings of Aleister Crowley. Research Hermetic Kabbalah on your own time, but I use 37 as a marker to point out the Kabbalah numerology in Damar's name, which carries 33. Damar 116 in Jewish gematria or numerology. Why? Because Kabbalah is Jewish mysticism. Blood sacrifice is 116. Ritual human sacrifice is 911. What do you do if you flip it upside down? It's still 116. Hamlin is also 33. Everyone is kneeling, but the one guy who does not kneel is number 33. And it's a coincidence his last name is actually Neal. Josh Allen ended up with 33 yards, 3 out of 6 completions. Now, I'm not in the meeting with these people, so I don't know what they could do next. I'm not a Mason, so I don't know all the occult energy and mathematics that goes into them picking Super Bowl champions. But I know they already picked a Super Bowl champion. What they could do is easily set up the Bills versus Cowboys rematch. That'd be one for the history books. Everybody would pay attention to that because it has so much history and they need money. It's entertainment. So what are the last 2 cities that you really have heard over and over again in the news when it comes to weather? Dallas and Buffalo. Now, everybody knows that when certain cities meet natural disasters, they somehow, one of their professional teams ends up in the championship or winning the championship straight outright. Now, you also saw Jerry Jones's humiliation ritual. Why would they bring up this picture out of nowhere? And especially when a running back out of the Dallas Cowboys, I think Marion Barber, was passed away. So they're adding this into it. They're telling you who it is, or it could be based on these different tragedies. Okay? And now you have this player meeting, I don't know what his fate is yet, but obviously this is not something that it was just the jab. When it comes with different numerologies that's backing this up, it's more than just, oh, he took the jab. Okay? This is what could happen. They could easily change it. Like I said before, they can easily change it and do whatever they want to do. Like they did before when the Cincinnati Bengals was supposed to play the San Francisco 49ers to make that matchup, but they switched it out and they had the LA Rams. So it all comes out. It eventually comes out and they know that we catch on to it. So they have to change and make their minds up of what's the next move after that. Because they can't tell everybody that this system is fake or it's rigged. They have to have a little bit of something intact for to keep you blind.
Okay, so you see everybody kneel down when the guy Hamlin went down. So then that reminded me about, and they was kneeling down. Call Me Kinfolk did a video about this soon as it happened. Y'all go check his page out. But yeah, doing the research, you see the kneel is also a Masonic pose. Remind you of Colin Kaepernick.
As a brotherhood in the NFL.
So here go the proof that it's a Masonic signal, right? So once I left from there, I got to looking at all the team logos, and it's a lot of one-eye symbolism. You got the monarch thing, the Lilith thing down on the left, the Baphomet up in the right. I'm probably gonna have to do a breakdown of those, the meaning behind those NFL teams. But y'all remember Larry Johnson? This coming from a real Masonic page. Larry Johnson spoke out about all that. You can pause it and read the tweets. We ain't got time, but yeah, he been put it out there, but it's just not that big a thing. Effeminate agenda, indoctrinate heterosexuals. You see the type of language he using. He was on the radio talking like that. Just the rest of that Freemason page right here. But you see, he say the mosques, the synagogues, the Masonic temples, and the Church of Satan. So you know specifically who he talking about. He came out and said the games was rigged and all that. The Super Bowl he won. Yeah, you might have to dig that clip up. But they saying that all them, they done seen terrorist attacks and all of them still stand. Actual Masonic football.
As a brotherhood in the NFL.
And then it led me to this with the sigils and the emblems and the trinket. Now, I know you never seen this before. And you see what it say. NFL with the shield, that's the old shield. Masonic fraternal organization. Right down there to Amazon, they sell it. Like, where would you ever think you would see that combination? Right there on Amazon. But ironically, they ain't got it no more.
As a brotherhood in the NFL.
Right? Why they still advertising it then? It ain't got a full 5 stars. I mean, yeah, 5. But just so you think it ain't no gimmick, you see Elizabeth with it. Well, I guess that's her nurse or something right there. And you see everybody in the picture. Just you think it ain't no coincidence. Tate be doing that.
As a brotherhood in the NFL.
But on Sunday, the NFL Illuminati has put together a game, and the outcome has already been decided. It's like my gift to you guys who need a couple extra bucks for Christmas, okay? Jets and the afternoon assassin known as Kirk Cousins, all right? Now, Minnesota, second best record in the entire NFL, correct? At home, correct? The New York Jets come into town with a journeyman practice squad quarterback who has a grand total of 4 starts in his NFL career. They're favored by 2.5 or 3. The NFL wanted to flex next week's Jets-Bills game to Sunday night. CBS, the TV network, they blocked the NFL from flexing next week's game, and they have put their #1 broadcast crew, Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, on the game. Those guys have not done a Jet game in 3 years, and the Illuminati has spoken. The New York Jets have won the game against the Minnesota Vikings, and you can say you heard it here first.
Athlete Freemasons. 10 of them that you didn't know took the oath. Shaq #1 on the list. Go back up just so you make sure you read it correct. Right, you got Shaq, you got Pip. I know you ain't know Scottie Pippen was with it. Jordan had to have been with it. Elway, Auerbach, Arnold Palmer, you could have figured that. I know you ain't know Sugar Ray was on there. Jack Dempsey, you probably could have figured that. Ty Cobb, some other white dude. And the inventor himself. Right? So then you got another article pointing out the Freemason athletes. Elway at the top of this list. Sugar Ray, man. Sugar Ray Robinson, known as the best boxer in the world. A brother of the Joppa Lodge, number 55 Prince Hall in New York City. Began boxing as a teen in Harlem. He should have known. He was a natural talent in the ring, blah, blah, blah. Sweet as sugar, 19. His reign included a 91, and he started when he was 19. You ain't catch that? The Flying Dutchman. Now, then I found this article about the connection of football and Freemasonry. So, you see what it say? Football is Freemasonry. First rules of football. Streets of London. You see what I'm saying? 1864. What do you think was going on? 1864. Its lodges named after the teams. Look at this shit. You can read all this shit for yourself. Some of these dudes you never heard of.
Won't get into speculation or conjecture or innuendo, but I will say this. In watching that game on Monday night, what happened to Demar Hamlin struck me a little different. As a brotherhood in the NFL,